Dear students, today we'll talk about the illusions in Animal Farm. Animal Farm, Anti-Utopian Satire by George Orwell, published in 1945. One of Orwell's finest works, it is a political fable based on the events of Russia's Bolshevik Revolution and the betrayal of the cause by Joseph Stalin. George Orwell's timeless and timely allegorical novel, a scathing satire on a downtrodden society's blind march towards totalitarianism. The book concerns a group of barnyard animals who overthrow and chase off the exploitative human masters and set up an egalitarian society of their own. Eventually, the animals' intelligent and power-loving leaders, the pigs, subvert the revolution, concluding that all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, with its addendum to the animals' seventh commandment: all animals are equal. The pigs form a dictatorship even more oppressive and heartless than that of their former human masters. Now there are allusions present in the novel throughout. In chapter 1, there are allusions from there are historical allusions as well as political allusions. And that means there are allusions from history as well as from politics. Now these are some of the allusions in chapter 1. Because nearly the whole of the produce of our labor is stolen from us by human beings, their comrades, is the answer to all our problems. It is summed up in a single word: man. Man is the only real enemy we have. Remove man from the scene, and the root cause of hunger and overwork is abolished forever. This is an allusion to Karl Marx's Communist Manifesto, which was a pamphlet published in 1848 that calls upon the workers of the world to unite to overthrow the capitalists and seize the means of production. Next allusion from history as well as from politics is as follows. The character of Old Major, who is the speaker, is an allusion to both Karl Marx, the German political economist and philosopher who believed the history of the world was class struggle, and Vladimir Lenin, who was a leader of the Russian Revolution and a proponent of the economic system of socialism. The rebellion is an allusion to the Russian Revolution of 1917 when the Russian people overthrew the royal ruling family. Bright will shine the fields of England, purer shall its waters be, sweeter yet shall blow its breezes on the day that sets us free. The song "Beasts of England", from which this stanza comes, is an allusion to both the Internationale, a socialist anthem written in the late 1800s, and Men of England, a poem written in the 1800s by Percy Bysshe Shelley about the exploitation of workers. In chapter 2, the allusions from history and politics are as follows. The character of Squealer is an allusion to Vyacheslav Molotov, a government leader and a protege of Joseph Stalin. Squealer may also be an allusion to Pravda, the Soviet newspaper that Stalin used to disseminate propaganda. The character of Molly is an allusion to the burghers or upper middle class in Russia at the time of the revolution. Now, from next allusion is an allusion from religion. The pigs had an even harder struggle to counteract the lies put about by Moses, the tame raven. Moses, who was Mr. Jones's special pet, was a spy and a tale-bearer, but he was also a clever talker. He claimed to know of the existence of a mysterious country called Sugar Candy Mountain, to which all animals went when they died. The character of Moses is an allusion to the Russian Orthodox Church. The character of Mr. Jones is an allusion to Tsar Nicholas II, the royal ruler of Russia, who oversaw famines and shortages of supplies and was overthrown by the forces of the Russian Revolution. Mr. Jones could also be an allusion to capitalists in general. In chapter 3, we have the following allusions. Historical boxer with his tremendous muscles always pulled them through. From morning to night he was pushing and pulling, always at the spot where the work was hardest. He would put in some volunteer labor at whatever seemed to be most needed before the regular day's work began. His answer to every problem, every setback was, I will work harder, which he had adopted as his personal motto. The character of Boxer is an allusion to the Russian proletariat or the working class. The flag was green, Snowball explained, to represent the green fields of England, while the hoof and horn signified the future republic of the animals which would arise when the human race had been finally overthrown. This is an allusion to the hammer and sickle flag adopted by the communists after the Russian Revolution, which became the flag of the Soviet Union. In chapter 4, the allusions are as follows, uh, historical as well as political. Every day, Snowball and Napoleon sent out flights of pigeons whose instructions were to mingle with the animals on neighboring farms, tell them the story of the rebellion, and teach them the tune of Beasts of England. This is an allusion to the practice of the Communist International known as the Comintern to attempt to export communism after the Russian Revolution. Foxwood is an allusion to England, and the character of Mr. Pilkington is an allusion to Winston Churchill, the Prime Minister from 1940 to 45 and again from 1951 to 55. Foxwood and Mr. Pilkington also represent the Western Allies, including the United States in World War II. Pinchfield is an allusion to Germany, and the character of Mr. Frederick is an allusion to Adolf Hitler, who ruled from 1889 to 1945, the leader of Nazi Germany from 1933 to 1945. Jones and all his men, with half a dozen others from Foxwood and Pinchfield, had entered the five-barred gate and were coming up the cart track that led to the farm. They were all carrying sticks except Jones, who was marching ahead with a gun in his hand. Obviously, they were going to attempt the recapture of the farm. This attack, which the animals called the Battle of the Cowshed, is an allusion to the Russian Civil War from 1917 to 1922, when forces supporting the monarchy, backed by several Western capitalist nations, attempted to recapture Russia and remove the revolutionaries, who were then led by Vladimir Lenin from power. In chapter 5, the allusions are as follows: historical, the characters of the sheep who are easily led and not terribly bright are an allusion to the Russian citizens who too rarely believed the propaganda spread by Joseph Stalin and his supporters. The windmill is an allusion to the five-year plans which Stalin first launched in 1928. The five-year plans improved the Soviet Union's economy through industrialization, but peasants on the farm saw little benefit and even experienced famines. In glowing sentences, Snowball painted a picture of Animal Farm as it might be when sordid labor was lifted from the animals' backs. Electricity, he said, could operate threshing machines, plows, harrows, rollers, and reapers and binders, besides supplying every stall with its own electric light, hot and cold water, and an electric heater. By the time he had finished speaking, there was no doubt as to which way the vote would go. The character of Snowball is an allusion to Leon Trotsky, who emerged as a leader of the Russian Revolution and the Civil War, as well as Joseph Stalin's rival for power in the new government that formed afterwards. Napoleon uttered a high-pitched whimper, and 9 enormous dogs dashed straight for Snowball, who only sprang from his place just in time to escape their snapping jaws. In a moment he was out of the door, and they were after him. One of them all but closed his jaws on Snowball's tail, but Snowball whisked it free just in time. Then he put on an extra skirt and, with a few inches to spare, slipped through a hole in the hedge and was seen no more. This is an allusion to Joseph Stalin's expulsion of Leon Trotsky from the Soviet Union in 1929. Following past struggles between the political rivals, Trotsky fled to Mexico, where he was later assassinated by an agent of Stalin. In a moment, the dogs came bounding back. At first, no one had been able to imagine where these creatures came from, but the problem was soon solved. They were the puppies whom Napoleon had taken away from their mothers and reared privately. Though not yet fully grown, they were huge dogs and as fierce looking as wolves. They kept close to Napoleon. The dogs are an allusion to the Soviet secret police (NKVD), which played a key role in suppressing the even executing Joseph Stalin's political opponent. Napoleon announced that from now on the Sunday morning meetings would come to an end. They were unnecessary, he said, and wasted time. In future, all questions relating to the working of the farm would be settled by a special committee of pigs presided over by himself. These would meet in private and afterwards communicate their decisions to the others. The character of Napoleon is an allusion to Joseph Stalin, who assumed leadership of the Soviet Union in 1924 and became a powerful dictator who ruled until 1953. The name is also an allusion to Napoleon Bonaparte, a military officer who rose to power during the French Revolution and then named himself Emperor of France in 1804 and oversaw a new constitution that made him a dictator for life. The skull of old Major, now clean of flesh, had been disinterred from the orchard and set up on a stump at the foot of the flagstaff beside the gun. After the hoisting of the flag, the animals were required to file past the skull in a reverent manner before entering the barn. This is an allusion to the public display of Vladimir Lenin's body following his death in 1924 in Moscow's Red Square. Napoleon is Squealer and another pig named Minimus, who had a remarkable gift for composing songs and poems, sat on the front of the raised platform with the nine young dogs forming a semicircle round them and the other pigs sitting behind. The character of Minimus is an allusion to the Russian writer Maxim Gorky, whose work was used to promote the Soviet agenda. Thank you.